Way long ago, when Edenia was still around, there was this sorceress named Delia. And Delia was married to a god named Argus. He was one of the gods in Edenia. Delia was a human, a very special human who could see the future. And it's really uncommon for a god to be married to a human, but she was a very special human. And Delia and her husband ended up having two sons. Two sons that are half god, half human. One day, Delia had a really frightening vision. The coming of Armageddon. What she saw every single Mortal Kombat character thrown down in one place. That place was a huge, wide open desert. And on that desert, every Mortal Kombat character was fighting at the same time. And that caused, that with all of their powers being used at once, it caused something crazy. It started shattering all the realms until there was just nothing at all. And I got a funny feeling this is just something that's inevitable, that will inevitably happen. And this probably won't be the first time. There'll probably be another Mortal Kombat Armageddon 2, where they have every single character again, or something close to that. But to prevent Armageddon from happening, Delia and her husband came up with two solutions. And they had an argument. They had a disagreement. The wife wanted to strip them all of their powers when this happened. And the husband wanted to kill them all when this happened. And the reason why they had a disagreement was Delia was some of them are heroes undeserving of death. So what they did was they had their two sons go into a really long slumber, and they would wake up when the coming of when Armageddon was days away. That's when they would wake up, and depending on who won, it would be a race to the top. When this big throwdown happens, a huge pyramid will erupt out of the ground. And at the top of that pyramid will be something called Blaze. I'm pretty sure a lot of people remember the guy that's on fire at the back of the bridge in Mortal Kombat 2. I'm pretty sure a lot of you know what I'm talking about. There's a guy on fire at the other bridge on Mortal Kombat 2 when you're fighting on the bridge. That guy right there, you see him right now actually. The guy that's on fire on the bridge back there, that's Blaze. That's who you got to fight at the top of the pyramid, and whoever beat Blaze won the prize of godhood. And the person that's meant to be Blaze is meant to be defeated by either Taven or Dagon, the two brothers. But something goes horribly wrong. It ends up being Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn killed everyone and then defeated Blaze. And yeah, I think Armageddon is just inevitable. And the way Armageddon got avoided was the remake of Mortal Kombat 9. When they redid it again, they basically just restarted the whole series by making Raiden was about to die at the end. The end of the world was about to happen, and Raiden was about to die by Shao Kahn's hand, and Raiden sent a message to his past self. Somehow, somewhere, he sent him a message saying he must win. Which was a very vague message. He could have sent him a better one. But yeah, the end of the world is coming. It'll eventually happen again. And what I liked about Mortal Kombat Armageddon was there were so many things, so many crazy things happened that led to that point. Like, the reason I'm showing you Shinnok right now, Shinnok is an Elder God. He's a former Elder God. Well, he'll always kind of be an Elder God. But he's the god of death. And what he wanted Armageddon to happen. So it was his fault. Like, he informed every mortal combatant that there would be a huge pyramid erupting out of the ground in this desert, and the prize of godhood would be at the top. He informed everyone, and that's why everybody showed up. And all the good guys teamed up, like they all, you know, the good guys and the bad guys just all grouped up, and they had a big ass war pretty much. And the bad guys, when they teamed up, it was all the bosses of the game, and they all had a meeting, and I really liked that meeting. They were just like, why would I form an alliance with a bunch of traitors, people I don't trust? And Quan Chi is like, if we don't go all together, at least initially, it will be the end of darkness. And at that point, that was around the time when, like, in Mortal Kombat 11, Raiden is a dark god, you know, but the first time Dark Raiden showed up was in Mortal Kombat Deception, the one right before Armageddon. And, like, by the time of Armageddon, everything was just freaking backwards. Like, Raiden became evil. Liu Kang freaking died. Remember that? The beginning of Deadly Alliance was Liu Kang dying, the Earth's greatest warrior. Like, a lot of the good guys died on Deadly Alliance. Like, half of the good guys were dead by the time Deception happened, and so everything's just flipped upside down. And that's what when the older brother of the sorceress, you know, the sorceress's son, the older brother, when he wakes up, that's pretty much what he gets to experience. Just how much the world has changed, like, how much things have changed. Because he knew Raiden for a very long time. Like, Raiden's been around forever, probably just since the beginning of time. And he saw Raiden, he's like, what the hell's wrong with you now? Like, you're obviously dark, what happened?